Hey, do you want us to call you Adam or Ruslan?
Whatever you want.
You tell me whatever you want.
Doesn't matter. Which is better to remember me?
Ruslan is more unique.
Yeah, okay. It's just Adam, just for easier remember me. For why
That's
for
right.
customers I Adam, because nobody knows Ruslan or Hunchbackar or I mean I don't know Sinju Maisi or another like alien names.
Yeah. Hey, look. Even when I try to go live on my phone, look at it. Even my phone says no Facebook Live.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm reading now what the Facebook partially down the whole service.
Wow, of course it happens during our Whiteboard Wednesday. So do we want to should we just record this and then post it for later?
Yeah.
Because it's recording right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's record
So,
it.
Ruslan, what's your story? How'd you get in the industry?
I can, because I prepared already small presentation about me and about my small company, which we're working already 2 years. I can share my screen and I will tell someone about this, like during this presentation. I did already send it to you for approving. There is nothing, something like
Nothing crazy. Don't worry. I'm not too worried about it.
We trust you.
Yeah, we trust you. So whatever you want to share with the group is great.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's walk through it. This is cool because this is our first pro that's doing like a presentation on our Facebook groups. This is super professional, which I love.
Do you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
We see it. So what you want to do is you want to click the present button. Yep, you got it already.
I know, man.
Well, I don't even need to coach you. You're a pro. You're a real pro.
Where's the popcorn?
Yeah, where's up? Yeah, this is like a journey.
All right, Ruslan, take it away.
I will explain you why I know something about that more than other people's.
I like it. I like it. Let's go into the story.
Okay, now our company called is Fuse HVAC and Appliance Repair. I will tell about little bit myself first, just for more explanation. Okay, my education in Russia. I used to learn German at school in 4 years, like after 5th class to 9th class, and I didn't know any English before, like I went to the college. After that, 4 years I learned for information technology specialist as information technologist technician.
Mm-hmm.
For why I know a little bit about that stuff, little bit more than others. After that, after college, I went to the university and I learned for engineer for appliances and refrigeration technologies. For why I know about the appliances and what I doing now, I know about that little bit more theory.
And you did all of that while you're still in Russia?
No, I didn't. Listen me.
I like it.
Yeah, I used to learn English at college and some in university. That's it. I never used in my job almost the English at all. Okay, work experience. After and during when I learning in university, I was working in information technology field, as system administrator, IT project manager, and etc. All the time I fixed something like a computer, service, electronic, mechanical things, or because for why I know something like I like a handy, I will say.
Yep.
And because I worked with software, with computers, with Windows, with Linux, with Unix operation systems, I used to read manuals, books, and on English, but it was neat just to buy if I need it in work. And I never used English for conversation like with us, with you now. Okay, in March 2016, my wife and my son came in US with $24,000 for work.
Where to the US did you go? Silicon Valley?
Sorry?
Did you start in Silicon Valley? Is that where you moved to right away?
Yeah, because I was working 12 years in information technologies field. I was wondering when I will get my documents, paperwork for the like work authorization. I will starting work for My dream was work for Cisco because I was very like to work with network equipment. Like
Was your wife supportive of moving to a whole new country with your son?
Oh yeah. What did your wife think?
The first she was impressed, and then she was disagree. Stay here a long time because we has to start everything in begin, and she doesn't have any relatives here. For why she every day calling to her father, brother, blah blah blah, and she's like because she's already all the time sitting with kids now, and she doesn't have a lot of conversations with people. For why she doesn't like too much stay in US. But let's continue. Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, we've had documents for asylum by problems with government in Russia because I was an activist, but it's another story. I trained with my friend for appliance repair field 1 day and a half, and then I go for my own jobs. He just give me jobs.
So 1.5 days of training, and he goes, "All right, Ruslan, go ahead. Now you can go off by yourself."
No, I went with him like about 7 jobs, and I saw what it's like. What? Because I fixed before in Russia like a washing machine, something like for my using, like a refrigerator, and I saw what it's like. Almost everything simple, and I can do everything myself. And after 1 day and a half, I went to my own jobs.
Yep.
Okay, I bought 2 cars, Toyota Prius 2006 for 8400s, and Kia Spectra for my wife for 5000, and mountain bike because I'm a mountain biker. I bought tools and parts for almost 4000, rent an apartment 5-6,000. San Jose is not cheap. And I started the key thing in this presentation, which will reflect another studies of my living in US. I started to tell in my YouTube channel about all in my life in US.
That's cool. So you were documenting your entire life since you came here to the US, and you started your YouTube channel to let other people know what you're up to.
Yeah, and I didn't know what it will help me in future.
Yeah, of course not. You don't know. You start.
Yeah. First year in US, I was hardworking. Like I don't know how, but I was all the time. I probably lost my weight about 15 pounds in the first year, and then I gained back everything. Okay.
You gained back all muscle, pure muscle.
Yeah, of course. It was about 150-200 miles per day because God was blessed Prius. Yeah, it was very helpful. Yeah, almost never ride my bike in 2 years, probably a few times. Got a ton of experience with HVAC and appliance field. Company give me most hard jobs where another technician wasn't able to investigate because some like a 2 or 1 technician was in job and they wasn't able to fix that stuff, and company give that jobs to me because it's like a very hard, or it's need to take more time or need to more knowledges. They all that shit jobs give it to me.
That's good because that makes sure that you learn quicker.
Yeah, and I'd love to fix and decide hard and interesting problems because I used to work in IT technologies field, like a server, software and something, and my diagnostic knowledges was very helpful because everything is just a step by step. For why it was like looks easy for me. Okay, after 10 months, it's the first year of the Fuse, why I created my company. After 10 months in US, I got work authorization and social security number by asylum. After 1 year, I left friend's company and create Fuse Appliance Repair in March 2017. In March.
What was that like? So tell us about that, because that's not always an easy conversation. You know, because he feels like, oh man, he was such a good asset for my company, and now you left. Now who's doing all the hard, complicated stuff?
I mean, do you asking how I left the company?
Yeah. So how are you able to have the discussion to say, hey, man,
I will say next thing, because the company where I was working, they has some problems with the management, and it was easy time to go.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Why I call the fuse? Because fuse, it means simple part which protect you from expensive repairs, and it's a protection. Good for Google searching, like a fuse for dryer, fuse for washer, fuse for HVAC, and etc. It's like a CEO thing, because everybody tried to figuring out, oh, I will fix that thing, I will replace that fuse, and it will work to go. And usually not.
Usually not. Yeah.
I bought Ford Transit Connect 2013 for cash, and I was ready to go. Okay, what I gained in first year of Fuse, it was first one dispatcher in Ukraine, because it was very hard to work with hands and same time to receiving calls to answer. For why I post first video, I mean about what I requiring, I was need dispatcher, but because in US everybody are expensive, I decided to use like a cheap Indian technology. Everybody.
To avoid and to connect someone to Ukraine.
Yeah, because as I said, I was working for IT. I know how it works, and it was very easy to do that.
Set it up.
Yeah. And before I did like a very big call center for the Gazprom. It's like a big oil company in Russia.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
I started almost after 3 months or 4 months. When I started, I was already has 3 technicians. They just came to me.
How did you find them?
I just posted video in my YouTube channel. Oh guys, I have a small works. I mean, let's do them together. And first came, second came, and third came, and we started to work. Right now I have around like 7 or 8 technicians, but let's tell about that later.
Yep.
And next.
Why did you want to start a YouTube channel?
Why I did started the YouTube channel?
Yeah.
You know what? Because when you came to US, you don't have too much connections, and it was very helpful when you have something conversation through chat or something. Someone can call you and ask something, and you can ask somebody who already living in US and just watching yours YouTube channel, whatever. It could be Russians or Americans itself, and it was very helpful by emotional to just to go through from this hardness of the starting life in US.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
Well, that's great. There's probably a lot of other people that feel that way too.
Yeah, because it's just a stress, you know, and it was very helpful just to go through this stress.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What I started to do, how the Housecall Pro recommending, I started asking reviews on my YouTube channel. Like, oh, guys, subscribers, go to the link and left me the review. Yeah, it was very helpful for my company because they said the first customers asked me why your all reviewers has a Russian last names and names. I said I don't know. Shit happens. That's it.
I like it. Hey, Ruslan, how did you find Housecall Pro? I'm very curious.
You know, I started to use some another software from I don't know, like I don't remember how is it called, but I was very unsatisfied how it's working, and it doesn't fit to all my interesting features. which I was interested for. Why I started to looking for something else in 6 months when we started already, and someone, I don't know why this happens, because probably it's a Google helping with it. When I looking for something, someone called me and offer it to me. It's like a magic. I don't know how it's happened. Probably just a big brother, watching to me. I don't know, but someone called me from Housecall Pro and said, "Hi, is this Ruslan? I will offer to you to try our application." And I started to using Housecall Pro after 6 months after the start company, and we're already in Housecall Pro 1.5 years.
So Ruslan, you've been to the Austin Mastermind and the San Francisco Mastermind. What's your favorite part of going to these? Why do you go?
Because I was very impressed with features, how the simple they was made in your software, and for why. And I was subscribed on Facebook on your and I saw what was interesting to go the first to Texas for watch Austin for 1 day and for take a look for everyone you guys.
Yep.
Yeah. First year I sell this Ford Transit Connect and bought the Ford Transit, the big van.
That's the one that you had on the pictures there.
Yeah. Okay, the second year of the Fuse, I had already 2 dispatchers in Ukraine using Housecall Pro in 1.5 years, 6 technicians, first mastermind in Austin, Texas, made one very good technician as a partner and share with him 50% of the company, because
Wow, he's a really good, so he was a really good technician, and he said, hey, let's be partners, go 50-50 on it, because he was really good.
Yeah, because, I wrote here, not it alone. It's one of part of this, why I wanted to share with someone, and because he was proud for this. Yeah, I will say. And right now we have 4 own tracks: Ford Transit, Ram ProMaster, Ford Transit Connect, Ford Transit Connect 2013. And last year I got HVAC license C20 for why our company called Fuse HVAC and Appliance Repair. And a lot of people ask me, how did you get your license after just working 1.5 years in US? I said because I have 2 diplomas of engineer and technician.
So that accelerates.
And it was counted like 3 years of the experience in US, just it. And I just evaluated my diplomas and good to go.
Cool.
Yep.
YouTube channel for my company I made separate of mine. Like a business is separate, personal things and small business stuff in Russian I made separate. And right now I have 400 something in my company's YouTube channel, and sometimes people find us through the YouTube channel. They just typing how to fix LG compressor in refrigerator, something like that, and they will pop up the first hour in video in because it's San Jose.
Yep.
People calling us.
The geolocation of the search.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and they're asking me, I saw your video, you made it very well. Can you take a look my refrigerator or like a wall heater or something like that? We had free jobs from the YouTube. Not too much, but anyway, it's very helpful. And the people see how we do the job, the real time. I mean, I don't posting any private information inside the houses of the people, because I know it's someone can sue me about that, because it's California.
Yeah, because everything happens in California.
Yeah, and good to go. I mean, it's working. YouTube is great thing for the peoples who's starting business for all entrepreneurs, and I recommend to everyone who doesn't have it, because Alice already started her YouTube channel with brother Alec. I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
I like the business in your Tesla.
Yeah, let's see here. The next slide. It's just a plan for the third year. I mean, it started right now in March 2019, third year of the company. I'm going to hire like already one more in Ukraine and one more in dispatcher in Russia. And I would like to hire customer satisfaction manager in Russia, because someone anyway knows English better than people who whatever living in US. I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to make revenue 100,000 at summer 2019, because summer it's good to all appliances and for HVAC. Get C10 electrician.
The goal for 100,000, that's for the summer season, right?
I will say we almost reached this revenue in December.
Oh, wow.
Almost. Yeah, right now, because it's getting slowly, we go a little bit lower, but it's fine because we know it's just like a seasonal things.
Yeah, it's dips. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to get C10 electrician license for why I bought the electric car, and I going to own my guys like us electricians.
I like that strategy, because when you park your Tesla next to the other Teslas, all the other Teslas are always curious about getting an electric charger in their home, because obviously you have to have electric charger in your home. But
Yeah.
Tesla come out with a new battery pack, with the new solar. So when you're there, you're literally sitting and waiting next to your customers doing nothing. So it's easy to have a conversation. So it's a really good sales/advertising technique.
Also, it's good to make my car Tesla as business expenses.
Oh yeah, it's a total write-off. So you don't
It's
have to.
all the time when I'm driving, I do my job. Whenever I go, I can go to the school. All the time I do my job for advertising.
Yep.
The next thing is franchising Fuse HVAC and Appliance Repair with whole their responsibility with other people's. I'm trying to do that in Denver, Los Angeles, and Nashville now.
Nice. Are you coming to our Nashville mastermind? It's next month. Are you gonna come there to meet some people?
No, I'm not going.
Oh man, you might be able to find some technicians at the mastermind, because we're gonna have a lot of pros there, just like last time.
I have another opinion about the Nashville, but it's another story. Okay, more subcontract.
That's a story with vodka, I think.
Yeah, more subcontracts and employees by franchising, 2 more trucks, viral advertising. I will going to use in 2019 this year. Do good jobs and make customers happier with best service and affordable prices, which we are doing right now. We are going to keep this strategy to make a little bit cheaper than others and do better than others too.
So, Bruce, what is viral advertising? What does that mean to you? What does that look like?
When I will, if you will follow me in Instagram or something like that, you will see that.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for my answers.
I like it. For our pros, if they're curious to see what Ruslan's up to, go follow his Instagram account and even maybe his YouTube channel. You can see some of the strategies that he's using.
Very creative.
Yeah, a lot of ideas in my head, but it's all the time it's depend on budget, for why I cannot push everything, and not like and if everything will be depend on me, I will be able to start everything in same time, but nothing depend on me. I mean, almost nothing depend on me. It's depend on other people's, on the time, on the laws, on something else. Motivation sources, why I do that kind of shit.
Why do you do what you do?
Yeah, it's because interesting jobs. interesting peoples, interesting country, the new experience in new country where I'm living. Peoples and guys with working together. The old peoples, all guys who came to US and working with me, because all stupid guys still keep their asses in their sofa in Russia.
Because they don't want to work.
Nobody. Here's a no place for the lazy asses, I will say.
I like that. I like that quote.
And because it's motivation sources, it's a Housecall Pro community. I'm all the time trying to reach all the kind of posts on your Facebook.
Yeah, the Facebook group is really engaged for sure. A lot of good content there.
Another entrepreneurs YouTube channels, because all the time everybody's try to do something. They never know what they will go to the business. Someone tried to rebuild some Tesla and it went to the business already. Or they tried to fix one time their dryer and it went to the business already. And it's just like a magic. It's all the time you starting with small things and it went to the big something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next motivation sources, because I have 2 sons and beautiful wife. I didn't write it here, but just for let you know. And very expensive dreams.
What's your biggest, most expensive dream that you want to do?
Because I'm renting right now the house, I mean the duplex. I mean it's an American dream, it's a own house, that's it. Everything is simple.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to be a very rich, like as Mark Zuckerberg or something like Bill Gates or I don't know what else. Who still?
Or Elon Musk, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't want it to be a rich and very smart. I'm not smart and something like that. And for why? I want to be a ordinary, but just do my best what I can.
You're very humble.
Yeah, and for our pros that are going to watch this later, he just posted his Instagram handle. So if you want to go follow it, just go to Instagram and then search for fuserepair.com.
Yeah.
His Instagram name will pop up and just follow, and you can see what kind of viral stuff he's going to be doing.
Super cool. I follow him on YouTube.
It won't be very fast, but it's already on the way. And yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's all my presentation. That's it.
So Russell, let me ask you a question, because we ask this to all of the people that we interview on the channel. What's the one feature, if I took it out of Housecall Pro, would make you take your Tesla and drive down to San Diego and say, Roland, bring this feature back?
Say it again. Asking again. I didn't.
If I were to take one feature from Housecall Pro and delete it from the app, so I take it away from Housecall Pro, what's the one feature that make you come to San Diego here and say, Roland, give me that feature back?
Hard to say. Let me think. Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds. Yeah, because if you will cut some features, it will be like you will cut my hand or something. Because I don't know. It's a complex of the features. I will say no. Hard to say. Yeah. If you will cut some features, I very like reports. I don't know. If you will remove it, I will kill someone.
Reports, yes.
Reports are important because you have to know your numbers, and if you're growing your business and you don't know where your money is or what you're doing, you know, it's really hard to run a successful business, especially when it comes to your KPIs and kind of the money you're collecting and those kinds of things.
Yeah, for why, I don't know. If the Housecall Pro will crash, I will kill myself same day.
Don't do that. It won't crash.
Yeah.
It won't crash.
Yeah.
Luckily, because you're an IT guy, you know that, you know, we're built on Amazon Web Services. And so unless Amazon gets, annihilated, all the servers will always be running.
The world
So
will.
I don't think Jeff Bezos will go anywhere.
Yeah, you have to run also on Microsoft on somewhere else, because if Amazon crash, you will crash too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just made more backups. I do backups, and I don't know, because I started in like a few last years when I was working in Russia. I started to use cloud systems, cloud platforms. For why I never, because I had offers for use other software which is installing to computer, to server, and I have to then maintain to do something like vacuum the server or like all holes. For why I don't like it, because I prefer right now just the cloud technology, everything on your side. I prefer just to pay, and I will do my job which I can do better than others. And you do,
That's right.
yeah, you do your job better than someone else, because I worked for my friend, and he used to be a software developer in Russia. For why he came to San Jose too, because he was dreamed to be a software developer in such a bigger company, but
Didn't work out.
yeah, but entrepreneur be a better in US than a software developer. That's true. We feel it, and he right now working on his own company. His company is much bigger than mine and others. He's very smart guy, and I very thankful to him. And he's all the time try to develop own software.
No, bad idea. Focus on what you're best at.
I tell him, because by last Housecall Pro mastermind in San Francisco, I'm truly evangelist of Housecall Pro. A lot of people went to the Housecall Pro after my recommendation. Someone didn't, and they still suffering on their side with with SMS, with text messaging, technicians just receiving calls through the text messaging or something like that. They using Google Drive for the scheduling, and it's a Jesus. It's a, I don't know how they still living with it.
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare.
And one guy has to be 24/7 all the time on the computer, and all the time watching to his spreadsheet on Google Drive.
Yeah, too much work. Not efficient.
Yeah, right now I'm sleeping, and I just some people's paying my bills.
Magically, yeah.
Magically, yeah. Anyway, we have right now the debts from the customers almost for the $20,000, and I don't like it, but I see it in Housecall Pro, and almost every 3 days I send them invoice, I send them text messages. I'm just trying to press them, like, pay my bills. What the heck are you doing?
Yeah,
Like I have to pay my taxes, I have to pay my bills, because the business is almost unprofitable when you don't have not paying bills right now. For why all monies go to the technicians. I almost have nothing, but I'm happy what everything goes, and I have
awesome.
and I have my own Tesla. That's it. What I want.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you for coming on and sharing the interview time with us and sharing with the pros. Your presentation, that was a first. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We'll be posting this on our Facebook group because we have it recorded. So if there's any pros that have questions or want to talk to Ruslan on Facebook, or send him a message, or follow him on Instagram, we'll look up
the one guy which I was impressed in Austin Mastermind. It was Jonathan Riviera.
Jonathan Rivera.
Yeah,
Props.
I was hoped to talk with him in Skype and record one video, but we wasn't able to do that yet, but I hope we will do that in future.
We'll definitely connect you.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thanks for
Take
joining
care.
us
Thank
today.
you.
Good luck. We'll see you
Put the
soon.
likes, share,
Alright.
subscribe, blah blah blah. Bye bye.
All the things. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.